Scientists find evidence of humans making clothes 120,000 years ago.
Here's a summary of the article.
Now researchers say they have found some of the earliest evidence of humans using clothing in a cave in Morocco, with the discovery of bone tools and bones from skinned animals suggesting the practice dates back at least 120,000 years. Dr. Emily Hallett, of the Max Planck Institute for the Science of Human History in Germany, the first author of the study, said the work reinforced the view that early humans in Africa were innovative and resourceful. While skins and furs are unlikely to survive in deposits for hundreds of thousands of years, previous studies looking at the DNA of clothing lice have suggested clothes may have appeared as early as 170,000 years ago, probably sported by anatomically modern humans in Africa. The latest study adds further weight to the idea that early humans may have had something of a wardrobe. The cave has previously been revealed to contain the remains of early humans. While Hallett said it was possible the bone tools could have been used to prepare leather for other uses, the combined evidence suggests it is likely, particularly for fur, that the early humans made clothes. Clothing and the expanded toolkits of early humans are likely parts of the package that led to the adaptive success of humans and our ability to succeed globally and in climatically extreme regions, she said.
This post received a score of 6,400, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than but mysteries remain, including what the resulting outfits would have looked like, and whether they were primarily used for protection against the elements or more symbolic purposes. This was my immediate thought, too. Clothes for protection from the cold, from injury, etc. makes good logical sense as an origin. I wonder when clothing tipped to be about modesty and fashion.
It may have become a status symbol, as these protections were likely to be rare and costly, and thus something to be emulated socially, even beyond the survival aspect. This would lead to something of a natural selection, as those who used the clothings for whatever purpose were able to reproduce more successfully, for many and obvious reasons.
This fully explains people in cities wearing multi-$1,000 Canada Goose jackets.
I would not wear a Canada Goose jacket, as those things are aggressive and there's no telling how pissed off they would be being attached to a jacket. If you have a problem with Canada Gooses, then you have a problem with me, and I suggest you let that one marinate.
While some of this clothing was likely ceremonial, most of it was probably more about functionality and less about showing off.
As the fur went away, the clothes came to stay.
And thanks to the furry onesies, clothes have now come full circle.
Furry onesies are still used in ceremonial ways.
Does putting on my Snuggie before I smoke a joint count?
Fuck yes, it counts.
I love you.
Love you too, heart.
I would love to have seen the t-shirts with slogans of the day. We came down from the trees for this. Wonder what the memes of the day were.
The more things change, the more they ooga booga.
I'm with Ooga Booga right pointing arrow.
If you can't handle me at my ooga, you don't deserve me at my booga.
Well, it gets fucking cold. What did you think they did, sleep naked and covered up in leaves?
We can make educated guesses, but proof is better.
I really think human civilization goes far beyond the established time frame of 10,000 years. I really wouldn't be surprised if large civilizations existed 30 to 100,000 years ago, all traces lost to time.
I think that depends on what you consider civilization. That's the age of cities, but human culture assuredly goes back as far as modern humans, so at least 200k years.
Culture is the right word for all that stuff that differentiates us from other people. Civilization is one of those things that make up a society's culture. If there's need for the symbolic, in the definition of culture, the date might be just on the maximum age of human culture. The dating coincidence makes me wonder if there wasn't a connection between Toba, the genetic bottleneck, and the development of, basically, modern symbolic culture.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.